I'm
I'm always eating, so it's fine.
almost done though. So
Okay, apparently we're live.
I think, yeah, we're live.
Hey, guys.
What are you eating?
I'm making shrimp taquitos, and I had leftover taquito mix, like taquito.
That sounds delicious.
I'm
I'm about to have lasagna, so
Ooh,
this is what the
lasagna is
people
my
are here
favorite.
to talk about: lasagna and taquitos, and not Fantastic Beasts.
This is not like we got a trailer or anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys.
Wait,
Okay.
I did not think it was going to be like a full trailer. I thought it was supposed to be a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Was a teaser trailer. And I was like, if you ever showed that in theaters as a teaser trailer, people would be like, excuse me.
That's everything.
It's like a skip. But okay, before we get too involved, I just have to say I'm on YouTube just to make sure we're like live. We are definitely live. And the screen grab that they used, Lizzie, is you with a spoon in front of your face.
Accurate.
Yay. Everyone's going to be like, we're watching this cooking show.
I love it.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm here to please everyone. I am really just like living my best life.
Okay, so this trailer.
It's like it shows
Thoughts?
Lizzie, but she's not there.
Right.
Me?
There's a ghost who wants to be on the call. It's at your house.
I'm putting away my cheese.
Okay.
All right.
I'm being like a dick.
What you were saying, Amy, sorry. The ghost was interrupting at Lizzie's
So
house.
like we got a trailer today, guys. That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. Like as far as trailers go, I was watching it and I was like, not impressed, but you know, whatever.
So that's
Yeah.
what I did on Twitter. And I was like, I'm sorry. Are you fucking joking? Oh my god, I cursed. I'm so sorry.
That's my job, Lizzie.
Are we allowed,
I eat and I curse.
are we allowed to
Come
curse
on.
on this broadcast? Probably not. I'm so sorry.
We can do like an explicit tag on the like warning,
live. It's all
explicit
good.
language.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what's the car
yeah.
alarm?
Okay.
yeah,
So
sorry.
Jude Law, Dumbledore. Oh my gosh.
My heart, my soul, until it happened.
Okay. When, not that y'all care about my boyfriend's opinion or anything, but oh my gosh, my nose is running. I'm sorry. I'm disgusting. So we were at the Sonic drive-thru with his dog in the back seat, and we're watching it on my phone. I'm like,
Oh my
the
god.
trailer just came out. We have to watch it. And we're sitting there watching it, and I swear Finn in the back seat was watching it too.
Finn's a dog.
And Finn's the best dog. He's the goodest boy. I digress. So we were watching the trailer, and after it finished, Steven said, that felt a lot more magical than like any of the previous movies. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's all magic. And he was like, they showed a lot of magic in those 2 minutes. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Because it was just like packed full of like magical things happening. And I hardly remember a moment where like something wasn't happening. And the only instance really I can think of anything like kind of non-magical happening was when they were sitting and talking to Dumbledore, and he was like, you know, don't you know Newt doesn't follow the rules or whatever. But I was so like caught up in Jude Law that I was like, he is magic, so it doesn't matter.
He counts as the magic for
He
that.
does. They're like, okay, we got to break it up, but Jude Law is magic, so everyone's gonna be fine with this portion of the trailer. But oh my gosh, it was so good. It like I was getting a little, I don't even know the word for it. I guess like kind of burnt out because I didn't have a trailer, and like all the news that was coming out was kind of disappointing me, and I was like, like I don't really know what to expect. And then this trailer happened, and I was like, my faith has been restored. I'm okay now.
So that timing of when it came out was like perfect because I was telling I was talking in like the Speak Beastie staff group like yesterday. I was like, if this happens while I'm at work, I'm supposed to be reporting on a murder trial.
Oh gosh,
And I was
yeah.
like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna be like hiding in the court bathroom, like screaming? Like I'm pretty sure that would alarm court security. Like I might get arrested.
That'd be horrible.
But it happened while we were like broke, whatever. It was lunch break. Yeah.
On break.
On break. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was lunch break.
I was trying to. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was
need a tissue.
awkwardly sitting in my car watching this and freaking out and hoping no one was
all
walking
just
by
in
my
our
car. No, because it was like it's a marked car too, so they definitely know where I work. And like I didn't want people to be like walking by like, what is wrong with this
You're just
news
like-
girl right now? Like, why is she freaking out in the car? But it happened.
Fantastic beat.
And then I had to compose myself and go back in and like try not to be grinning.
Oh man.
My awkward.
Life is hard.
But I was
Where'd
like,
go?
I don't know. Oh, she's muted.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She looked
No,
like she was
but-
moving rooms, so maybe she's just getting adjusted.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, probably. She's had enough shrimp. I was like sitting in
Is
the
that-
back at the courtroom though. Like I was texting Lizzie. I was like, I have to talk to someone about this because like I'm sitting here and all I can think about is Kelpies and flying thestrals and like
Yes.
was that Makuza and oh my god, Jude Law. And I couldn't function. The
Everyone's
rest of my day was a little downhill.
There were so many notifications on my phone. My
Mhm.
phone was just blowing up. It was like so and so commented in the Speak Beast common room. So and so commented on like just like the timeline randomly, and I'm just like, there's too much to keep up with. I don't know whose conversation I'm even in anymore. But
That's
It
how
was
I
like-
knew it happened, and I
Yeah.
needed to run to my car. I was
Yeah.
like, my phone's exploding right now. This has to be it.
yeah, like when we were at Sonic, it was like 15 Facebook notifications. I was like, Steven, this is it.
Or you're just
Make
really
your order and we're gonna watch it. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
It's so good. There were so many more beasts.
There were. I'm so
That thing
excited.
behind Jacob was terrifying.
Jacob was
What was
terrifying?
that thing?
What?
No, the bird thing behind Jacob.
Oh,
like,
okay. I was like, how was
terrifying.
Jacob terrifying? He's adorable.
Like, what was that bird thing?
Yeah. Probably going to be another like swooping evil type thing where it's not in the official book, which don't get me started on that. Why is the swooping evil not in the book that Newt wrote about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? But you know,
It's not.
J.K. Rowling. But anyway, yeah, gosh, so much was happening. I don't even remember it until Megan brought it up. I didn't even remember seeing Queenie because it was so brief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Queenie, but I did not see Credence. I have to go back and watch it because that whole entire thing I missed. So like,
Well,
when
he's
I
got a
heard
different
about
haircut.
this, I was like, oh my god, what? How did I
He's
miss
got a
this
different
entire
haircut.
thing?
So.
Hey, did you guys notice that guy that looked just like Graves?
Yes.
No, not until
Yes.
someone pointed it out, and now I'm like, it's gotta be Graves.
Oh my
Please be Graves.
Yeah. No,
Please
while I was
let it be
watching
him.
it, I was like, why do we always get shots of people's hair from the back? Such a Graves moment. And then I was like, who is this guy?
I was gonna say the first shot we got. The first shot we got of Dumbledore in the trailer was the back of his head, and I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, there's a theme."
It was like the whole back of his body, and I was like, he was working those pants. He really was. And that's another thing. I'm like, how on earth did this man go for Johnny Depp's Grindelwald? Like it just, and especially when you see in the trailer when he looks,
With the long
'cause-
hair. Oof.
yeah,
Like a caveman.
like a caveman who hasn't seen sunlight in 100
Like the
years.
Night King
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones. Anyone?
Yes. Oh my gosh. But the Night King was like way more attractive before he was the Night King.
That's true.
so- I remember, spoiler alert, sorry. I remember that episode when they showed the Night King becoming the Night King. I was like, damn, he's fine. Like, what is this? Like, who is this guy? Because
But I was thinking about the shot where you might have seen in the common room where Credence does the thing to the cage with the baby dragon.
Yeah.
And then you see a building that explodes, and you see this guy in there with black hair on top and a suit and a suit briefcase. That's interesting.
don't get me excited for things that might not happen.
So to me, like the building where like I think they're the Thestrals were like flying, that looked like Makusa to me. Like didn't it look like a Woolworth? So I don't know, like is that where they have been keeping Grindelwald? Like do they keep prisoners in Makusa? Like do they not have a prison? Like is it just like there and maybe that was like his breakout scene? I don't know. But why would he have Thestrals? Like where did
also, okay.
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me just say something real quick, because if Makusa doesn't have a prison, because like they, when Newt and Tina were going through the trial, and I know it was, Grindel Graves who was really, yeah, right. Okay, so let's say they have the most evil wizard in their possession, and they're not going to put him through the same exact thing they put Newt and Tina through, who like just had beasts in a suitcase, and like she tried to tell Serafina, and Serafina was like, I'm not having it right now. Lizzie, what are you doing?
Okay, so remember how I said that my bedroom window fell on me? So a maintenance guy. Okay, that part. My bedroom window fell on me.
Okay.
Came to look at it, so I had to like go off obviously to talk to him, and then I was taking out the taquitos. They came out great, guys.
Ooh, those look good.
Good news is I am back for real, and I was trying not to interrupt. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just had like a really thoughtful thought for once in my life.
You ruined it.
It's fine. It's okay. It'll come back at some point. No, but I'm just honestly, there's no reason for, if they don't have a prison, there's no reason for him to just be like hanging out at Makusa when they could have put him through the whole weird. Oh yeah.
My first thought was when I saw the Thestrals in the carriage wasn't like Makusa or anything. My first thought was Beauxbaton in the carriage, and I was like, "Wait, why is everyone getting Makusa from this?" I was confused.
That was the vibe I was getting, but I knew
the building in the background looked like exactly like it. So I don't know what's up with that, but
Who's the guys in the carriage though?
I don't know.
They creepy.
Well, it looked like, because are we all like on board with it was Grindelwald who was in the carriage, and that was us seeing him like looking all ragged?
Imagine
escaping. That could have been inside the carriage. I didn't even think about that.
That would make sense.
That was, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, that's what's happening, obviously. And then people point out things in the common room, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? That is the most obvious thing in the world.
Like it does look like he's sitting like in like a enclosed thing with the wands pointing at him. But like, why is he in a carriage? Like that's what I need to know. Like, what are you doing? Why are you flying around in a carriage?
Well, maybe it was Beauxbatons, and they came to free him, and that's why this whole thing is going to Paris.
But then the horses are wrong because they didn't have the Thestrals. They had those big horses that drink whiskey.
But what if they just did the horses in Goblet of Fire for show? Because they're like, look at us, and they can't do that with Thestrals because they'd be like, well, like 5 whole people at this school can see what we've got going on. We want to be impressive, so.
I don't know.
So should we not be able to see the Thestrals? Kind of, if they're Thestrals.
I mean, I was thinking
from whose
about
point
that.
of view is it?
Oh, go ahead.
See them?
Well, I mean, in oh geez, wow, I'm blanking on the film.
It's in order.
Oh my god, what's happening to me? Half-Blood Prince, right?
Hello.
With the Thestrals, like we can see the Thestrals.
Order of the Phoenix?
Order of the Phoenix. Okay, there we go. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
But we can only see them when Harry has seen death, and before that we can't see them, and he can't see them either.
True.
But like, also we've seen so many people die in the movies. We should be able to see the Thestrals. So
Yeah.
it's only fair. You're gonna kill off all our favorite characters. Let us see this one creature.
Now that I've finally got my audio working, I just want to put my 2 cents in and say that I wasn't too keen on Dumbledore.
Sorry, dog's barking.
Sorry.
It's okay. You might get used to him.
Ariel, no,
I'll probably have to.
I want you on board. No, no one's ever gonna get me on board with Johnny Depp, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince you on Jude Law, even though he's like handsome AF. It's just
It's okay, but he just doesn't look very Dumbledore-y. He looks like Lord Asriel in The Golden Compass.
Yeah. Yeah, why is he wearing like muggle clothes at Hogwarts?
Because he's working them.
But, I mean,
Why
he could
would
have the robes on top of his little vests and things. I mean, what the hell is that?
Was anyone else getting like major Lupin vibes from him in that scene?
Yeah,
he was like
the ADA classroom too.
Yeah.
He was,
he was in the classroom.
Casual.
And just like the clothing and just like the way he was talking. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Lupin.
Like, was he standing there or was he just like modeling that outfit, you know?
Oh, he was definitely modeling.
Definitely more so than Lupin would be in similar circumstances.
It is interesting to think about, like, we'll try to imagine going from Jude Law's voice and eventually morphing into Michael Gambon's voice. That was like the one thing that I was like, I love Jude Law's voice. His voice is fine, but like sometimes like characters they sound so different between like age or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense right now.
Yeah.
Well, looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, I was thinking, is that how my face looks when I'm thinking?
I wish there was a point where like they were both saying the same lines so that someone could overlap the voices and actually have it morph.
Igor's probably going to do that for us. He's like, look, I did a composite of their voices. And we'll be like, Igor, why do you always do the best things?
I pieced together different words from all the movies so that they formed the same sentence. And then I faded in and out and I made it work, guys. It was really easy.
Also, shout out to Igor.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, for just being Igor, but also because what he posted in the common room. Because that was like some super sleuthing. And I'm not going to, I don't want to say anything too revealing because, if anyone has either, if they're not watching the trailer, then why are they watching this Google Hangout? That would be weird. They'd be like, what is going on? But if he did kind of piece together possible lineage of a character, that would be, I mean, for them to reveal that in a trailer,
even pretty wild.
Even though it took, Igor to zoom in and screenshot and, I mean, reverse that order, obviously. Or well, maybe not.
I never thought that could be a thing. Like, it never occurred to me. But, like, now that he posted that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes sense.
I know. And I feel bad for anyone who was shipping a few characters if they were. Because that would be awkward now. Not that they should have. I mean, if you know who I'm talking about. Not that it's
like to keep it in the family.
In the past, but yeah. Basically.
I mean, wizards are all inbred anyway, so like, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
As we covered on the last episode. The headache, guys.
Oh gosh.
So speaking of Credence, one of the things that I was looking at was in the
sorry, my own Fantastic Beasts.
Okay, I was like, is that mine? No. But no, in the trailer, like Credence has his hand out, and it looks like the Obscurus is coming out of his hand, and the girl is sitting next to him. I'm like, has he learned to control it? Like, because that would make him really powerful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh
and gosh, I was like,
oh man,
my baby Credence. When I saw him, I was like, oh, let me hug you. Even though you were like, I was not even born for 100 years before all of these events were happening. Not 100 years quite. Oh my gosh. Like 80. How old am I again? But yeah, anyway, the girl standing next to him, that was
Maledictus, right?
Yeah.
That's the Maledictus.
Do we know her name? I can't remember.
Nagini.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just call her Nagini. It's fine.
Yeah.
People will get used to
I didn't guess her name.
It's her nickname for now. I feel like what else happened in the trailer?
I have the trailer up. That's why I keep looking up. I'm like, what?
If I had the trailer up, I would just be like,
Can I just say, like, this movie looks like really pretty. Like every time I paused it, I was like looking at the scene. I was like, oh wow, like look at like the scenery and like the sets. Like everything looks so rich, I guess. And in a way, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like so Paris. Like I don't know, like I got like that vibe off of everything.
Excuse me.
Wait,
And it's not gray.
What,
Lizzie?
I don't know what Lizzie just said.
talk about Theseus.
Let's not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so mad at Theseus. I don't remember seeing him. Where was he?
He's in the graveyard.
It's like in the
I'm
graveyard.
pretty sure.
Oh,
There's a graveyard?
Yeah. At the very end, when the two, I think it's
And they do that really dramatic thing where they like throw their wands in the ground, like
yeah.
like
Isn't it funny how we all watched the same trailer, but like we picked different things from it? Kind of like it's just the way, like, I don't know, like I just honed in on certain things and other people did as well. And I don't know, maybe I was just focusing on, I don't know. I know my main focus was Jude Law, but I'm just like, where was everyone else? Theseus was in the trailer. I just remember Jude Law.
Like I was really struggling hardcore pausing this on my phone when I was trying to watch it. So like I need to go through and pause frame by frame and like
that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, this is something that needs dissecting.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like our baby Jacob, he's doing okay. Doing it.
I know.
So far he's
A
okay.
little wet, but he's okay.
I think
What
Queenie is just holding down the fort at the bakery. That's why we didn't see her. She's like, you go have your adventures. I'll be baking.
Something
she's
small,
safe.
I'll hear it in my
Everything is fine.
pop out.
Yeah.
But, be right back. Close sign.
So when we see Queenie, she's kind of looking down on this room. The shot before it is like this big dome area, and it's got like beasts on. Kind of looks like a greenhouse, sort of like that clear like plastic thing, but there's like beasts all on the ceiling, and it's really circular. And I'm thinking it's the French version of Makusa. So and Queenie's definitely there, but that's like the only time we see her.
If it was the French Makusa, why do they have the name of beasts all over? That was the only
one of the
that was kind of
one of the beasts. You can see the name like right there, and it's Lay Merlap, Lay Niffler.
Oh,
so
Maybe
it's definitely
a
French.
schoolroom. Maybe it's Bobaton.
That's true.
Oh
There's like a lot of
Like
people
a Care
like
Magical
them.
Creatures place thing.
It's at 110 if anyone's interested.
Guys, I don't know if you can hear me. But,
yes.
Yeah, you can. Because yes, I'm so excited by this part. Of course, it's in France, and I definitely recognize the French ministry. I think it's inspired by the Grand Palais in Paris. It's exactly the same kind of ceiling, and there's not the beast on the ceiling, but it's the same kind of architecture. I don't know how to say that, but
architecture,
but yeah, it's really Paris, really this kind of thing of the same area of the Tour Eiffel. So yeah. It's definitely Paris. So but about le Murlap, and there is also one French word, it's hippocampe, which is the French word for seahorse, I think. So yes.
Wow. I just had confusion as to why, if it was, essentially a government building, why there would be like names of beasts across. Because when you enter MACUSA, they have that big kind of meter that's like, magic and no mages and danger, exposure and stuff.
The ministry in London have like a big statue with different creatures, and
it has
unicorn.
It first has the Brotherhood statue with the witch, the wizard, the house elf, and the centaur, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the magic my statue.
But it doesn't look like an entry. It looks like one of the different rooms they can be in this ministry. So maybe it's just the room where they work about Fantastic Beasts, and it's really big. I don't know why, but it doesn't look like an entry. We don't see. Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, I think I found Theseus in the trailer, if anyone else missed it. Is that like a minute 23? He's making a face. I'm pretty sure that's him.
Oh, the guy in the building?
No. Oh. It's like a big, like, full, like, close-up of his face.
It's
like a random circus.
I'm going to show Drew the trailer for the first time. He watched it, but without sound.
Hi, Drew.
Without sound? What?
Why would you do such a thing?
Someone else watched it without the sound at first, too. I think Sophie did.
Oh, my mother. Oh, Sophie.
Oh, your mom didn't want to watch it? All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm glad you found Theseus, Amy. I'm real proud of you.
It's literally, it's right before
the
thing shatters.
Yeah.
Right before the building shatters?
Yeah, like the ball, like right before it shatters. There's like a big close up of his face.
I thought that was Credence.
That's Credence.
Yes,
why do they all look the same?
Hang on, I'm going to screen cap it and put it in the chat.
Yes.
I think the close up face is Credence.
Sure. I'm trying to rewind now. It's not working.
Hello?
Why are we all muted?
Yeah, that was so weird.
Straight up muted all of us.
I'm like talking. I'm like, why is no one saying anything?
I just saw one by one, all of us get muted.
I was trying to mute you guys so that I could watch the trailer without me exiting and having to come back in. Guys, I've been a real mess this entire thing. First,
this is going to be on YouTube.
You muted all of us.
First, there was the screen cap where it was me eating out of the bowl. Then I was because the maintenance guy showed up. Then I was opening the freaking oven and pulling out taquitos. Then I muted everybody. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this, y'all.
Okay, so I uploaded the screenshot of that guy. I'm pretty sure it's Credence.
Really? I don't know. It doesn't look like him to me. I'm trying to like get to it again to make sure we're talking about the same one.
There's
yeah,
it
won't pause.
Mari's got it right there too.
Yeah. Just trying to look.
Yeah, it's
there.
Credence.
It is.
Yeah.
Really? He looks so different.
Who is that?
Yeah. So
what happened?
Who did we agree that is?
I was thinking that was
there. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the
Newt.
Yeah.
And that's like at the end.
I don't know.
Oh, someone. Okay, never mind. Amy.
Maybe that's why I didn't think I saw Credence.
Yeah, I didn't look at it until I went like frame by frame.
How do I stop sharing my screen?
You don't.
You never do.
The way it's gonna be forever.
Oh, there you go.
Who were those people that were talking to Dumbledore?
Aurors, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know as well, because they're sort of cornering him in his classroom, clearly asking him about Newt, and Dumbledore's like, oh, well, he doesn't follow orders. What? I mean, are they looking for Newt and they came to confront Dumbledore about it? I mean...
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, he can control what Newt does, like, not at school anymore.
Yeah, like Newt's like grown. He's not like a 12-year-old running rampant through the city.
Well,
Like, I've got my beasts.
Well, you see, maybe Newt was Dumbledore's first attempt at, like, Harry. He was, like, growing him from the age of 11 into this, like, super spy that he knew will have to defeat Grindelwald in the end.
Like a pig for slaughter?
That's what that's what's in my head when I'm tired. So there we go. That's my contribution. I can go to bed now.
Good night. I don't know. I don't want it to be too shoehorned in with Dumbledore and Grindelwald. And with Dumbledore at the end saying it has to be you, I was like, but why? Eventually we find out, like, no, it has to be Dumbledore, and it is. It doesn't have to be Newt at all.
Maybe he's not talking about that at all. Maybe he's talking about something different. Just tricking us into thinking.
It could be a misleading, how they do in trailers, where it's like, you know, this line is actually said about this thing, not...
Oh, and why did they show a picture?
Like, it has to be you, Newt, because Dumbledore doesn't want to take on his ex-boyfriend because it's awkward. So, you know, Newt, can you please do it?
You do it.
Can you break up with him for me?
Yeah, the trailer is trying to say that, I don't know, but it's like it's a really special connection between Dumbledore and Newt, because at the beginning they say, the other one said that, yes, we know that Newt is working for you and he follow your orders. And at the end, yes, it has to be you. It's a special connection. I don't know why if it's misleading or if it's a real purpose of the movie. I don't know, but yeah, it's strange.
Guys, I just paused it right after the carriage thing flies, and there are two people on broomsticks chasing the carriage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Also, when he says you have to choose sides, they show a shot of Tina, which is kind of weird. I wish we didn't know that, you know, they would be together in the end. But yeah, I don't know. I just like a good love story.
Yeah. Well, at least
Doesn't Tina look lovely as well?
Yes.
Really? I
The
thought she did.
coats in these movies are like amazing.
I think, like, since the beginning, we've all been like, oh my gosh, the coats. That has been a consistent, like, it's been something across the board we can all agree on. Like, the coats. We love them. Keep doing what you're doing. Colleen Atwood.
If you guys hear weird sounds, it's just my dog.
Apart from Dumbledore, don't like his clothes. Give us some robes. At least when he's in Hogwarts.
Maybe they're just saving them for us.
All the better.
Can you imagine? With his little hat. I need it. And, like, just as the movie goes on, his beard just grows. Like, has his full Dumbledore transformation.
Maybe he just lets it go, and that's why he has this big beard later on.
See, I feel like having a long beard would be more maintenance, but I mean, I know, like, with a shorter beard, you have to trim it, but, like, a long beard, you have to worry about, like, brushing it and getting things caught in it.
Wash
And
it like
it's
the rest of your hair, right?
On your beard? On the length of beard? You have a beard. I just
he's really
I
the
thought
best one to.
length, and I was just like,
It would. I mean, I obviously don't know anything about beards or how to upkeep them, but I just really.
But if you did,
if I did, I feel like a longer beard wouldn't be like I'm letting myself go. I'd be like, this is a fashion statement, and I'm making it. It's gonna be because. Where am I going with this? This is just totally.
well, Dumbledore is clearly all about the fashion. So
exactly. I mean, because you saw him. I
I did see him, Ariel. We all saw him.
Well, some of us didn't see him and appreciate him, so I'm just a little salty.
Some of us saw him a little more than others. Some of us hit that pause button more frequently.
I should have, but I watched it with my boyfriend, so.
But maybe because we still have this movie and 3 more movies, so maybe they'll let him become more colorful as the time goes by. Maybe they just start gray and boring, and then he'll develop. Maybe he'll develop somehow, and I don't know.
I just feel like it's one of those things from the movies that, it all worked well in the books, having wizards wear exclusively robes and wizarding clothes. But the more we saw, it just kind of wasn't really feasible. And I think that's, why they made the transition in Prisoner of Azkaban and why, we see Fantastic Beasts and they're allowed to wear pants and dresses that are normal. Because as much as, we like the idea reading the books thinking they just wear this one uniform outfit of robes and you see them out in public Vernon Dursley did in the first book. It was what are all these people doing in the robes?
Not giving him robes. Sorry.
Yeah. I think they will give him robes. I think it's much harder to execute in the films than
I don't know, more harder than the tailored coat for everybody. I'm not sure. All those fancy tailored coats, and that they change the hue every film, and it's blue, and then it's
Why did they do that? I do have issue with that.
Yeah. I feel like Dumbledore is one of those characters that changed drastically over time. I don't know, because when I read the books and I kind of when teenage Dumbledore was described, I always kind of pictured almost like a Percy in a way, a very maybe buttoned up, hardworking, nose to the grindstone, professional, wants to look the part. I don't know. I feel like he loosened up over time.
I mean, there's a picture of him and Grindelwald as teenagers, and him and Amber Falk, and they both are described as having shoulder length hair.
Yeah.
Well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is that?
Voices in your head.
No. Oh my goodness. There was something else. Hold on. Let me go through the common room because there was something else I saw that I was like, that's genius. And I can't remember now because I already have 7 notifications.
Was it
for
what
Facebook.
Was it what someone just posted, Ariel?
Oh, I haven't been looking at anything. That's, like I said, 7 notifications. I haven't been looking at my phone since this call started. Let me see. I was wanting to get a baguette really badly today. Goodness me.
So what do people think Jacob was doing there? Because he's there with Newt, and Newt is like, let's go. And he's like, yay! Which was my favorite bit, because that made me laugh.
And that seemed
what's he
at first I thought they were inside the case, because it kind of looked like it, but then the suitcase is in front of Jacob.
Yeah.
So how are you inside the case with the case? That's suitcase inception. That can't happen.
There's
So,
like an
I
extra bit.
Yeah. No.
But they're like hanging out, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever message Shannon to let her
Yes,
know the
I
trailer
did.
dropped? Okay. I just saw that and I was like, ooh, let's hope she knows.
I did, and her response was, "Bless you." Like, I was like, is she really gonna need a notification? Like, won't she just see her phone blew up? But then I was like, no, I'll just let her know.
I think she was at work or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we still don't know who Jessica Williams is playing, do we?
No.
She wasn't even in the trailer, was she? Did you guys see her?
I didn't see her.
We
I
didn't
mean, we
see-
even only saw Lita for like a second.
Yeah.
And I just remembered because I was like, oh, her hair looks cool. Like, that was...
Yeah, what was
they
that?
don't
Like, why
know.
was there just someone spinning around in circles while people watched?
I would watch.
That was a really weird, like, cocktail party. What?
Yeah, that's like when we saw Lita, right? We saw like quick 3 seconds, and then it was like bye again forever.
Yeah.
Girl,
Weird.
bye.
And why does Newt have an assistant all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because he's a
Also,
big spider explorer.
No, I don't buy it. No.
He needs somebody to carry his suitcase for him. Because now that he's like a super spy for Dumbledore, he can't
Full-time
just
job.
carry his own suitcase.
Gosh, that would be a stressful job to have to carry that thing around and know like what could escape. Unless she doesn't know, unless he didn't tell her. He's just like, oh yeah, just carry this around. Which seems like something Newt would do. Like, yeah, it's fine. Just carry it around and don't open it.
Jacob
Although
should
if he
be
needed, an assistant, wouldn't Jacob be a better one to assist him?
He's an entrepreneur. He's got his own stuff going on. He's probably, living his life with Queenie and baking and everything's all happy for him. And
But he could be a manager now because it's all going well and he's like gallivanting up in Europe. So
maybe he and Queenie are gonna. We talked about this before. I think they're gonna honeymoon in Paris. Did we talk about that? Or is that? Am I making things up?
checking out all the bakeries, the French bakeries.
Opening another,
Oh my gosh.
opening up like another branch of the bakery and
Yes.
Franchising
making
it.
global. Yes, thank you.
Maybe that's his like professional development. He wants to learn French pastries.
I just really, really need them to have that at the Wizarding World. The
I
bakery,
know.
because that would be so delicious.
Maybe.
People would buy
Guys,
that.
we can go in Globus Monday, travel agents, and then hop over to the bakery.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
still on this
Would
Globus
you eat
Monday.
a pastry niffler? Or would that be weird?
What?
Would you eat a pastry niffler? Or would that be weird?
I would eat it. I
Would
would
you?
totally eat
It's
that, but I
not-
would eat it.
It's
I'd
not like I'm eating a
to
real
love it.
niffler.
Do like a little
Not
photo
like
shoot of it.
sprinkled with
And I-
niffler bits or anything. I don't. It'd be cool if it had gold flakes on it, though. I know that's excessive and that's super extra, but I mean, wouldn't it be cool though?
That would be pretty cool.
Because they have donuts that have like gold flakes on them. I've never had one, but I just know they have them.
Do you have like really tiny coins that have real gold flakes on them?
Oh my gosh. Guys, we need to open up shop. We're amazing. We have so many ideas.
That's how Big Beastie gets extra money. You see?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would gladly open up a bakery.
That's your next Patreon goal, you say. Get enough
I'm gonna open up a bakery.
You're all invited to the grand
You're
opening.
With gold flaked pastries. Man, I'd be so down. And I have a Polish last name like Kowalski, so
There you go.
that's all you need. That's all you need to own a bakery, you know? That's it. I've reached the maximum qualifications.
And you just need some collateral.
Gonna say.
I got those eggs in my suitcase. It's all good.
You have a Mr. English guy who leaves eggs around.
Oh, do I ever? No. My boyfriend's Irish, but he doesn't give me gosh, I keep wanting to say Oculus, and that's not what they're called. Alchemy eggs. Oculus. Get it together, woman.
Oculus Reparo.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Why? Why am I doing that?
It's
almost
okay.
like
I totally forgot what Order of the Phoenix was called. So.
Is it Half-Blood Prince? And I was like, I think it's Order of the Phoenix, but also I'm waiting on eating lasagna, and my brain doesn't work until I eat. So,
yeah,
you know, that's what's happening. That's what's going on. Because I'm a Hufflepuff, you see. I have to eat.
There are certain things we do best. Find things like food.
Yes. I've just
I find it surprising at all.
I think I've completely embraced that I'm full Hufflepuff. I'm like, I wish I was a Ravenclaw, but I'm not. I'm just not. Oh goodness. And if I had to pick between common rooms, yeah, I'd go Hufflepuff all the way. I'm not going to sit in front of a door and try to guess a fun little riddle. Like, no, just let me in. I forgot my books. Gosh. Make it so troublesome.
How many Hufflepuffs are here today? Because I see lots of scarves. Or at least some.
I don't even have a Hufflepuff scarf. I have Hufflepuff shorts.
I have several.
Hey, I have some merch. Don't shame me. My goodness.
She's been trying to decide between two houses for years. She couldn't buy merch.
I only just recently decided. And it's only because of food.
Yeah, but you live like, what, 5 minutes from the Universal Studios?
No. No, I live in Tennessee. I'm nowhere near.
Oh, man.
I wish.
I thought you were in Orlando. Who am I thinking of?
I wish.
Haley.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Haley's
But
in
Haley's
Orlando.
a Gryffindor.
She is.
It makes no sense. Haley's gonna watch
You
this and
do
be like,
kind of
why does it
sound
not
alike,
make
though.
sense?
Like a little bit.
Really?
So you know the way Newt has his Hufflepuff scarf and it's grey and yellow instead of black and yellow. So do house colors then change over time, or what? Did they just feel like it's more grown up or something?
I wonder if that's like an indicator that he's an alumni or alumnus or whatever.
Maybe.
Like,
I just always thought it was like very like vintage. I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe he just didn't have black yarn or whatever that scarf was made out of. I don't know stuff about scarves, obviously.
Or like a lot of times like dye colors, instead of like black or true black, it'll say like vintage black, and it's more of like a grayish. So maybe like black dye was more gray back then.
You knit scarves and or is it knit or crochet? What do you do?
I knit, Ariel. Get it right.
You know, the fact that I even knew
The
that,
artistry.
welcome. Gosh, I can't keep up with everyone's lives. It's really difficult to even keep up with my own sometimes.
So does that mean all like other house scarves also have like those weird kind of different colors? I want to say wrong, but that's probably.
Well, they did Ravenclaw wrong, so it's fair to say. It's totally fair.
I don't know.
So would like Gryffindor scarf be like orange and yellow or something instead of red?
Maybe.
Although
I mean,
then they went and ruined it and made it burgundy later on, so.
Yeah, it seems like very like orange and yellow could be very like 20s like rugby colors. I don't know. That's what I picture as like the old like rugby uniforms.
Oh, it could be Gryffindor.
We all know Newt played rugby.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
Can you imagine? Well, he did have the helmet. But that was like a Quidditch helmet.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Newt. I just picturing him playing rugby. That's hilarious.
Or like, has anyone seen Puffs?
No.
We are not a threat.
I'd love
Please
to.
be our friends. That's what I picture Newt saying as people are running at him.
Oh my
You
god.
mean Puffs?
Yeah.
What? Sorry.
Yes. Puffs, the off-Broadway.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know what she.
It's amazing.
I'm
If
so
anyone goes to New York, highly recommend.
I'm going to see Cursed Child on my B day. So
Ooh. Go see
that's
Puffs.
not the same. Oh goodness. I know Allison's gonna try to like pull me in to the Cursed Child fandom. And I'm like, I just want to do something Harry Potter on my birthday, and that was my option. So that's
Is
what
there
I'm
a
gonna do.
Child fandom?
What?
Is there a Cursed Child fandom?
It's very small.
It's basically just Allison, I think.
Yeah, it's just Allison.
I love you, Allison. I promise. I'm sure it's a beautiful production, and I
Yeah,
love the
that's-
theater.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's-
wait.
That's the key word, production.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
I tried to
still the
explain that to
person.
people.
Yeah, I'm still the person who will sit there and pick apart like. I mean, I saw Wicked over the weekend, which I had seen before, and I'm like, I love it, but it has its flaws too. Like, it's not perfect. And I'm not, I'm totally going to do that.
Imagine after the films are done, they would do the Fantastic Beasts, the play.
Whoa, two people talking at once. What?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
All I was saying is I would love to discuss the imperfections of Wicked with you one day.
Okay.
Different conversation.
We'll save that for a different Google Hangout. Oh my goodness. So hold on, go back to what you were saying about Fantastic. Were you saying something about Fantastic Beasts?
Asking me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was just, you were talking about Cursed Child, and I was saying, once they've done with the films, how about Fantastic Beasts to play?
Oh, they could use all the big monster things they used to make the movies with.
Or
Like
it could be
that.
like the Lion King, the way they do kind of puppetry. I didn't mean that in like a I was sadly serious.
I'm just picturing someone in like a Niffler suit. I'm just like, oh my God, no.
I volunteer. I want that role on Broadway.
Or like a swooper headdress.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Maybe
Oh
you'll
my
have like one
gosh.
of those fluffy nifflers, and you have to wear all black suit, so you're like pretend that you're not there, and you just have to like carry it around.
When I was younger, I always had aspirations to be a mascot. So this could be.
This is a good chance.
I know that's a weird dream to have, but I was like, they get to have all the fun. They can dance, and no one knows like who you are. And I was a very shy child, so I was like, I don't want people to know who I am when I'm doing crazy things. So like being Chuck E. Cheese was the obvious choice, right? But yeah, so I think being a Niffler on Broadway is my ticket to that dream.
Imagine how long it
Someone
would
just
be.
sneezed?
Cursed Child is like 3 hours long or something. Is it? Isn't it?
It's
3
like
hours long?
longer than that. It's in 2 parts.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
it's like
4 or 5
3
hours.
It's a
Oh my
day.
gosh.
It's a solid day.
Like how
You have
long
the whole
per
week
part?
of Fantastic Beasts to play. Have to book a holiday.
My
I'd
goodness.
go.
I think it'd be cool if they had a Fantastic Beasts cruise where you could go to all the your first stop is in New York and you see all the places, and then you go to Paris. Man, I'm just full of ideas today. What?
Amy, Globus Monday. I gotta get on that.
Yeah, W.
I know.
Right now.
It's a job for Globus Monday.
Yes.
The mysterious, elusive Globus Monday.
One day we'll find out.
And circus would be the on-board entertainment.
Oh my gosh. And
But
the
I'm
off-Broadway
definitely trying-
musical. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Putting up a parody show, so
Say what? A pirate show?
the people that did Puffs, they did a parody version of Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, a parody
Oh, yeah.
show. I heard pirate show and
Like,
Fantastic Beasts, everyone is a pirate.
what?
Jack Grindelwald.
yes. Maybe that's why they cast Johnny Depp, so eventually they can
It
do
must be. It
that.
must be.
He can like transition into pirate
Just
Johnny Depp. Like
morphs.
savvy. It's gonna happen.
I was trying to think of a good like joke on the "Why is the rum gone?" line that like fits Fantastic Beasts.
Why is my wand gone? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I CO'd it out of there.
How do you pronounce that word? There's just
I know. Accio, Asio.
a chio. Like what could it be? A chio. And you're just like accidentally like something.
It's either
Something
you
flies
sound like
at
you're
your face.
sneezing or you sound like you're calling someone an ass. Like,
Yeah.
there's no good way to pronounce it.
SEO my water bottle. Like what?
Well, it's Latin, isn't it? So it's Accio, I think.
That's what they said in the movie. Am I
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think so.
Because I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, well, that's not how I pronounced it in my head when I was reading.
Yep.
Accio. That's just, why did you get me started on Accio? Come on. now.
Sorry.
It's okay. So the trailer.
Go back to Cursed Child.
That was- Oh my goodness. I just feel like there was so much in the trailer that even no matter how many times I watch it, there's still so many things I'm going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
it was
talk
so
about
full.
I want to talk about the Circus Arcanus, it took place in the middle of the street of Paris, and it's magic in the Muggle world of Paris. So I don't understand what's happening here. Maybe
Wait, when
in
was
Paris,
this?
we see Circus Arcanus where the bubble they are floating bubble with children. Yeah, and it looks like it's in the street of
you're
Paris.
right.
So,
Huh.
well,
I thought it was in a building. See? I don't notice anything.
no, it's definitely in the street. And by the way, I'm trying to identify which street is it, but I can't. But yeah,
Right.
Would it be like
Igor sent me a message to ask me if I recognize the street, but I did.
Igor, you failed us.
like is it like Diagon Alleys in London? Like, is there a wizarding street in Paris? I wonder.
Yeah,
Like, could that be it?
yeah, it could be.
But there is a place in the trailer where you see like half a street name or something. See if I can find.
I think it's in London.
Oh
no?
yeah, it's like when Newt is waiting to meet with Dumbledore.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can screen cap it.
Yeah, it's in London, not in Paris.
When they're on the roof?
Yeah, it's in London too. Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be nice if we go to see Bobaton? Like the actual buildings and stuff? Because I'm
I
still
hope they
hoping
show
it
us-
was like their magical creatures thing. Oh.
I just want to see all of the wizarding schools, honestly. A dog.
Hello.
This is Dobby.
Hi, Dobby.
Hi, Dobby.
He's not looking.
I
Distracted
don't know what's
at the
going on.
moment.
I almost brought Pippa in here, but she can't sit still for 5 seconds. And I was like, I'm not as much.
There's a Dobby.
Oh my goodness. Give him a big pet on his head for me. Oh my goodness. I love dogs so much. I could just cry right now. This is why I think I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm like, it's a dog. I can't control my emotions.
Oh, look at the ears. Oh, hello.
You won't look at the camera.
We should tell people. So skip ahead to this time on the Google Hangout.
Oh, look at her face.
Oh my goodness. Hi, look at you. Boop to snoot for me. Boop. I can't do it. I need someone to.
Then the real question is, what was the dog's favorite part of the trailer?
It's very true. Ask Dobby.
Dobby, what did you think? Well,
we got another dog here.
Now, so.
There's so many dogs. What?
He's just sleeping.
Another good boy or girl.
She's a tired girl.
Oh, hi.
Party.
I love you and I don't know you.
I miss my dog.
I want to get my dog. I'm going to get her. Y'all are forcing my hand.
Maybe we should have like dogs' reactions to the trailer.
We should. Just play it for them and film it.
He watches the dog just walks away.
Yeah,
Mine yawns.
Maybe they respond to the creatures. Who knows? I don't have a dog.
Sad. There was no Niffler in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was Pickett though. Pickett was in there.
Yeah, Pickett.
Oh my gosh, there's another dog.
Oh my goodness, hello.
He's covered in snow and he's super wet because he was just outside.
Oh, what a cold little man. What's his name?
Theodore, after Teddy Lupin.
Oh, so
I'm
cute.
really happy this turned into a dog show.
Oh, another dog.
It's a dog party now.
Oh. There's a dog.
This is my fantastic. Oh, making noises. All the dogs say hello to each other. Oh, Pippa, come here. She wants to explore this big open space and the new carpet. What is it? You hear them?
It's so cute.
Ashley and Elena are going to see this and be like, what happened?
Things really derailed.
What is this?
Like everyone's dog's up, like on the screen.
Yeah, what did this devolve to? Excuse me, this is what the people came here for. Yeah. What do you see? She keeps looking at the laptop, so confused.
It's everything I've ever
Fantastic Beasts, we've got him.
Exactly.
Do we ever?
Speaking of beasts, what about the beast under the sea and with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Young youth with
Do we think it's a Kelpie or like something else?
Looks like a cat.
I don't know.
yeah.
Wait,
Could
does
be a
someone
Kelpie.
have a copy of the illustrated Fantastic Beasts? Or wait, is that even out yet?
No.
It is.
I have.
It is.
I have a
Interesting.
copy, but it's on my bookshelf, and Dobby's head is on my leg.
Oh, okay, because
So-
I didn't
Hold on,
know
I'm grabbing it.
a comparison of that beast in the book and in the trailer, if it would even match up.
Yeah.
And I know some of the beasts in the book don't even look like the ones in the movie, so it's not, I know it's not like a totally accurate gauge.
Yeah.
My
I'm gonna
like
have to go, guys, or I won't wake up tomorrow. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
We're hanging out.
It was my first hangout, so yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Right. Okay. Do you want a blanket?
I found a very interesting picture in a book today, which I don't remember seeing this in the first film.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like
That's a green screen.
yeah, he's
Oh,
riding.
wait.
But he didn't wear the coat in the clip from the trailer, so I'm not sure if it's the same.
Huh.
But it's interesting.
I wonder if they like originally filmed him like riding Frank or something.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
maybe.
Yo, I would pay money. Let's see it. Put him on Frank.
Oh, is he not going to have Frank though? Because he did say he was going to release him back into the wild.
Arizona.
Oh. That's so
I want
sad.
my Niffler.
I know.
Yeah,
Where's the
that's true.
Niffler?
I just hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's fine.
Aren't there shiny things in Paris?
No, not at all. Not a single one.
What if you imagine the Niffler like trying to scale the Eiffel Tower like at night, thinking it was like all lit up, and it was like, oh, there must be big prize at Top.
Wait,
Niffler.
We've got a picture.
This is the picture of the Kelpie from the illustrated edition.
That's
really hard to see.
Oh, yeah. I see a bunch of seaweed. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Really helps me out.
I was looking through my copy of Fantastic Beasts, and it mentions that the Loch Ness Monster is the world's largest Kelpie. Do you think that might be the Loch Ness Monster?
That he's writing in the trailer, or
because they're in Scotland. They go to Hogwarts.
He looked. The thing that he was writing looked kind of noodly. You know, like no.
I mean, I always pictured Kelpies as green, and the thing in the trailer was like I don't know, it was like an orangey.
It's like a mustard color.
Yeah, that's true.
What else?
I mean, that could mean nothing because I mean, creative license, but
so true.
Yeah.
I thought it could be. Yeah, I thought it could be the flashback of what happened in Hogwarts with with Newt and
why he got
the
expelled.
creature.
Maybe
Yeah. If it's a Kelpie, it's pretty dangerous. So
what are you doing?
Yeah,
could be.
I don't know.
Because like when I was trying to figure out who was riding it, like it like doesn't really look like Newt, but like I feel like Newt's the only one that it could be.
It looks like a young Newt, yeah.
Because when we see Jacob, he's also wet, so it would make sense.
I don't think it's Jacob. I think it could be young Newt, because didn't they cast people to play?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because the person riding it is like ginger.
Looks really young too.
But like it doesn't quite look like Eddie.
No, it's not Eddie.
That would be exciting.
I was also going to try and look to see if I can figure out what that bird thing is. Oh,
Yeah,
I got
what
the
the
book out.
That thing's creepy. I don't like it.
Thought it was creepy. The bird.
I thought it was
Quite
cute, but
funny.
It's like creepily like behind him, and I'm like, why are you?
I want 10,
Sleeping in
and
the
then
back.
Alan was really dangerous. And I said, okay, maybe 1.
but he doesn't look like he's afraid of it. Jacob doesn't.
He doesn't know it's there.
Yeah, but well, he turns around and he looks at it. And he's like, okay, whatever.
I've seen worse.
Right. Also, on that, so Jacob's obviously got a suitcase in front of him, but I still think it's in Newt's suitcase. But I don't know why Jacob would have another suitcase, unless it's another piece.
Caseception.
Right?
Yeah.
But it
Maybe
definitely
it's
looks like
Jacob's suitcase.
yeah,
Maybe
that's
it's the
what I'm
case that
thinking.
he got the things with in the collateral.
Newt was like, "Here, let me get you a case of your own of beast."
That would be smart,
right?
That's where he keeps his alchemy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got an alchemy. He's got a place to put it, right?
Or perhaps it's again a suitcase full of pastries that Jacob is bringing to Newt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I
"Perfect,
remember
we're
you
going on a
now.
trip."
Have a pastry.
Oh goodness.
Oh, could it be a Fwooper? No, wait. Maybe orange, pink, lime green, or yellow. Just kidding.
It doesn't look like the flooper from the first film.
Guys, I have to
that's
go
right.
now.
It wasn't the first.
almost 2 a.m.
Who's leaving?
Oh wow.
I'm leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining us. It's been fun.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. We're being picked off one by one.
Who's next?
Probably me. My lasagna's calling my name.
I should go too. It's really, really late to.
Yeah. Some of y'all, I'm like, why are you still awake?
I don't know. I'm too excited. I can't sleep.
Like, I appreciate it. I'm just like, I napped for like 3 hours today because I had to wake up early, and I'm just like, I don't know how some of y'all do it. Honestly, it astounds me. What was that noise?
Oh, the squeaking? That was my dog, sorry.
Oh. I thought we had a bird. I was like, more pets. If only Megan were here with Pierre. I love Pierre. Basically, anyone's pet I'm gonna love. Doesn't matter. Are you still looking for that beast?
Everything now, like,
You're in this rabbit hole.
I am.
Hearing the squeaking. And
He wants to join in on the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and my fiance, we have a weird obsession with giraffes. So that was my Valentine's Day gift to him last year.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Sea serpent.
Oh, what were you saying?
Me?
Danielle, were you talking?
Yeah, that could be an augury, right?
Augury?
I was thinking, but that was the one that's
Shannon.
yellow, orange,
Shannon
and
would pass out.
Yeah, it was.
The word augury. I'm sure Shannon just passed out somewhere, wherever she is.
She's just like, what? Her head popped up and her ears perked up.
Yeah, it's just the augury is a greenish black, and that bird is a grayish black, so maybe.
Because, I mean, they could change the colors. They've done a lot of differences between the book descriptions and between what they decide to like visually do in the movie. So who knows? Oh my gosh, Shannon would just. She'd be like, finally an augury. And then next, Sasquatch for me. Oh, if they ever.
Oh my god. I want to see like if they actually filmed any scenes with Sasquatch. Like I want to see those. There's a guy wandering around in
We have
a
a concept
Yeti
art
suit.
for the.
What do you mean a guy in a suit? They're obviously going to get the real Sasquatch. They've got the budget for it. They can afford him.
well, that's what the augury picture looks like. In case anyone was wondering.
That doesn't look too far off from what we saw.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
it's a little darker, but
All right, someone paid Shannon. She'll decide.
Well, since you messaged her earlier, I think you should relay all possible news to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, listen, there might be an augury.
I know I told you the trailer dropped, but also now we think there's an augury in the trailer.
You just haven't watched it yet. There might be an augury. And I'm definitely spelling that wrong. How do we spell
I think it's AUG.
I just had it open.
Well, that's about as far as I got with that. Augury.
AGUREY.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna go with, but I was
What
like,
was it?
AUGUREY.
Oh, go ahead.
AUGUREY.
Okay.
it's a really easy way to remember that. Do y'all remember that episode of Arthur where he had to spell aardvark?
Yes. AARDVARK.
Every time I mention that, everyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, was I the only person to watch that episode? I don't understand. That's the only reason I know how to spell aardvark. Not
Clearly,
really.
both of us were.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Good night. Enjoy your taquitos.
Thanks for
for going on this wild ride with me. You all are wonderful and awesome, and I want to pet all of your dogs.
And Lizzie, I am serious. I want that article of just like faces and noises you made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I have to re-record my reaction because when I did it, there's no sound, so it's just me going like this the entire time.
Which is still glorious.
You should have someone just dub over with their own, like what they think the sound would be. Make Michael do it.
No one can recreate Lizzie noises, though.
Michael can imitate anyone well. I want to see what he would do with that.
But like literally, when we saw Fantastic Beasts for the first time, Lizzie and I were sitting next to each other, and like anytime Jacob made one of his little noises, I just looked at her and I was like, "That's you."
I hope we get to be sitting next to each other the first time we see Crimes of Grindelwald, Amy.
We will, Lizzie. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay.
We don't live that far apart. We can meet in the middle.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta stay on my behavior. Okay, I'm really gonna pop off now. You guys have a good rest of your chat. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.
Bye, Lizzie.
It looked like you were crying, Anne.
I'm very
not Lizzie, too.
I can't. Those eyes are so hard.
She's been voted off the island.
Oh my goodness. I might actually have to go.
Yeah, me too. It's not reasonable to stay.
You have to go before I do.
What time is it
my
there,
only
Marjorie?
reason is food.
It's almost 2 a.m.
Oh my god, go to bed.
Oh my gosh. Go to sleep right now.
But I'm not tired. I don't know what I have.
You are going to fall face first into your baguette tomorrow morning when you were trying to eat it because you're going to fall asleep.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh,
I will
gosh,
go to
stop
sleep.
talking about
I will.
food. Yes, please do it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It was so fun to join you, even if it's so late. But yeah, it was really fun.
This was fun. And thanks for all your Parisian input because, for this movie, we obviously need it.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I really, really hope that they will do a premiere in France, in Paris. I really hope that.
They have to.
And I will welcome you in Paris, and it will be so fun. And yeah.
You better go. You have to go, and you have to meet everyone possible.
Yes. So, bye. Good night.
Bye. Go to sleep.
Bye.
And now it's just us. I'm so hungry. I really am. I thought I was going to have time to eat.
And then you didn't.
I didn't. Because I was like, 10 minutes.
5 minute
before
warning.
10 minutes before it started, I messaged Amy and Lizzie. I was like, wait, does it start in 10 minutes or 40? And she waited 5 whole minutes and she was like, 5. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry. So I didn't get to eat. I like haphazardly threw some clothes on and it was a mess. I was like, my lasagna will have to wait.
Oh boy.
The things I do for this podcast. My goodness. The sacrifices. I'm kidding. I'm totally fine with sitting on fresh new carpet and talking with you fine folks.
Talking about the new Fantastic Beasts trailer.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was just much better.
I was not excited.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really weird, but I was like, oh, it's just never gonna happen. So I was just like, I'm not gonna get excited about it. And then when it was announced yesterday, I was like, should I be excited? What if they're
I'm
just
starting to feel like
messing
Megan.
with us?
I was like, where's the trailer?
Yeah. But like, I didn't think that they were gonna show Hogwarts like in the trailer. I guess I was kind of surprised about that. And then like they showed a lot of it. Like it wasn't just like a quick thing.
They're trying to reel us back in. They knew.
Yeah. Because I feel like realistically, like we're not gonna be at Hogwarts that much, I wouldn't think. Like I assumed it would be like one scene and like done.
I love how American you sound when you say Hogwarts. It's like Hogwarts.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just, me over here with my southern accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're one to talk, Ariel.
Gosh, I'm just like I
don't
think
have
I
an
have
accent,
one.
guys. Doesn't
You
exist.
have a northern accent. You do a little bit.
I
It's
have,
not like Minnesota northern. It's New York northern.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yankee.
Upstate New York.
Okay.
That's why I said that.
There definitely is a
like-
difference. Like, I've noticed, like, people from where I'm from do say things funny. Yeah.
It's not funny. I love it.
Well, thanks. We're charming folks.
You are. Apparently, when I go up there, I'm just like this Southern belle. I'm like, I don't.
You don't have that strong an accent.
I don't. I know I say y'all, but it's quicker. It's more efficient, and I'm all about the efficiency.
say y'all too, though.
Yeah. See, it's not strictly
funny
Southern.
because like up here, there's like I don't even know what you would call it. Like it's like a hills accent almost. Like we like us like backwoods New Yorkers have our own brand of speaking. I don't know. It's true though. Like where I grew up in the middle of nowhere, people called it a crick instead of a creek.
Oh, that's
I
kind of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Sounds like if just Tennesseans migrated to New York and just didn't change
probably.
their accent.
Probably exactly what happened.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if you could hear some of the people that talk here, I'm like, why does anyone think I have a Southern accent?
Yeah,
I think I just sound so neutral.
My dad used to live in Tennessee, and he didn't pick up an accent, but every time I'd go visit him, I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? Because I grew up in Ohio.
Have really
from
strong
Ohio.
accents. Oh, okay.
And most people are like, oh, well, Ohio doesn't really have an accent at all. It's like straight English. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever that means.
Yeah. Mostly here, people just don't know how to pronounce things. Like, I get so angry because there's all these streets in my town that are named after, like, classical musicians. And you would think people would know how to say Beethoven. Like, that's pretty obvious, like, common knowledge. No, people call it Beethoven Street. I'm like, why? And then they insist you're wrong when you call it Beethoven. I'm like,
what?
Right.
Okay. We have this restaurant, and no one can ever decide if it's called Lafayette's or Lafayette's. And it's a thing. It's a thing because it's like,
Lafayette.
Which is it? Yeah. Because there's a county as well. It's the same. What? Sorry.
Squeaking.
Chucking that toy.
I know, because otherwise he just brings it back.
He wants to play.
It's like this massive pineapple. Here.
Is it the pineapple with the core?
Yeah, he gets bark box.
Oh my god.
But it's like this massive pineapple, and it's so loud. Like, if I try and squeak this right now, it would be so loud. I won't.
Thank you.
Oh, I think I just broke something.
Oh no.
This is the best Google Hangout right here.
Well,
on it.
On that note, maybe we should wrap this up.
Started talking about accents.
I don't even know where we're at right now.
Dog accents.
Clearly tired.
It's just the Speak Beastie way. We start on one topic, and all of a sudden we're all the way over here.
You
for
can't
no good
rein
reason.
us in.
No.
Y'all.
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 Y'all can't tame
Y'all.
us.
Yeah. Y'all. We should have shirts. Y'all can't tame us.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
All
Well.
right. Well, thank you guys for coming and discussing. I know it's super late for some of you, so
Yeah.
appreciate the dedication.
Yes, this has been really fun.
Thanks for
That
having
sounded
us.
like sarcasm, but it wasn't.
This has been really fun.
I need to work on my tone. This has been like so fun, you know.
I love all of you guys.
You're the best.
That still sounded sarcastic.
All right.
I think this is why people don't like me. They're like, I don't understand. Are you mean or are you nice? Like, I'm really nice, I promise. I'm so nice. This dog is just having the best time of his life.
All right, everyone.
Well,
have a good rest of your night. And
yes.
I'm pretty sure, I think another group is doing a chat tomorrow night. Yes, tomorrow night.
It's not going to be as good as this one, but it's fine.
No, never. Don't watch out for that thing.
They're probably going to actually discuss the trailer.
What a concept.
Right?
We had
Not just gonna be like, yeah, we needed this. It's fine. Oh,
all right, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really signing off.
All right, good night.
Long goodbyes.
Right. It was good talking to y'all. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.